Well, I can tell you that the local levies for local government is down. It is not up. Okay, I don't know what's going on in your community, but let me tell you this. 97% of all local governments that report to the state of Ohio have a balanced budget, and 92% of them are running a surplus that is larger than the percentage surplus the state has. You didn't know that. I know you didn't know that, because that's not what you've heard. But just go and look at it. There was a report done by the Cincinnati Enquirer, and who was the other? Gannett, and they, this is a stunning statistic. Connie, give me a little more of that, please. Listen to this. School levies. Number of new levies in 2013 was below the 10-year average. Just 4%. 42 out of 936 cities and villages have increased their income tax rate. Just 5%, 5 out of 88 counties have raised their sales tax rate. I mean, this is the fact.
Well, but part of that is voters turned down a lot of those income tax rates they're proposing. So that's not quite.
Well, then the people are saying that maybe they think it's fine. Huh? Maybe the people are saying, I think it's better if I have the money in my pocket rather than giving it to the government. I mean, I don't know, and I don't know if that's the reason for this. I doubt that. I doubt that that is the reason. But you did not know that 92% of reporting entities of local government are running surpluses bigger than ours. I was down in Lancaster. The mayor down there, he's a Republican. He attacks me all the time. We found out he has a 15% rainy day fund. 15%. He says, you need to send us more money. So I don't know what your numbers are, but I'll tell you this. Your communities are going to do better when you get jobs. That's how it's going to work. We have gone from the 48th job creating state to the number 8 job creating state in America. Now maybe maybe some people don't think that's good, but I do, because I think that means more jobs, more work, more revenue, and healthier communities. And I know you think that too.
Well, yeah. Along with when we talk about local government.
Yeah.
At least in small counties like cities and villages,
right,
townships, fire districts.
Right.
What can the state do to encourage more efficiency?
Why don't you drive that? Let me know how it's going.
You don't think you as the governor is fully competent to do anything?
I think that that I have very big issues in front of me. Job creation, welfare reform, community connectors, figuring out how to reduce the costs of higher education, which I've asked Gordon Gee to do, marketing the state, having our judiciary understand and providing resources to local communities so that everybody's not in our prisons. Those are higher priorities to me but if you can do it, you should encourage them. But I got too many other things to do to have that as one of my highest priorities, because it's just not. But I also tell you that there are some townships that function like cities that do have problems, and there's been a suggestion that we take a look at the formula of the local government fund, and I'm open to that. Part of what we want to do with the severance tax is make sure that communities can keep part of that severance tax to deal with infrastructure. We just passed issue 1, which provides a lot of help to local governments in terms of infrastructure. For the first time, the Department of Transportation is providing money for bridge repair for local. Never had happened before. So we're aware of the challenges out there, but I think all government has to become more efficient and more effective. And that's what I drive our people to think about all the time. I mean, in our state, question is, can we have additional consolidation? We used to have Medicaid in like 6, 7, or 8 different parts of the state of Ohio. We stripped them all out and put them in one place. Guess what? Medicaid growth has dropped from 9+% down to 4. All this siloed business leads to inefficiency. And so we try to drive, how do we get more coordination? How can we do things better at a lower rate? Now, you have to understand the problem, and you understand this, tell you this. Change is hard for people in government because anytime you propose a change, there are people that don't like it. So if your greatest concern is your political future or having people just love you, then you're not inclined to do a lot of change. But if you really want to be a great public servant, change is the order of the day. I mean, Apple's revived because they've got another iPhone and now an Apple Watch, and I mean, all these companies that are great constantly change. And you're all changing, right? You won't survive if you're not changing. Government should be changing too, but it's not going to change unless you have people that are willing to make change, and it's not easy to do. Remember the Turnpike? I proposed, we need to do something about the Turnpike. People went crazy. This is unbelievable. What's he trying to do? Now we've got the largest transportation budget in the history of the state of Ohio because we made the change. Now everybody had that idea, and Kasich didn't know anything about it.